They tried to kill him. In fact, they tried multiple times. It was hard to believe, but sadly, it was true. Now, thankfully, they had failed, and it didn't seem to slow him down any. They tried to blame him for the attempts on his life, claiming it was his own inflammatory rhetoric that had led the would-be killers to come after him. They said he was guilty of spreading mis and disinformation, that he spewed lies and falsehoods. Before the attempts on his life, they had tried to lock him up for some made-up crimes. They tried to say that he had attempted an insurrection to overthrow the government. But no matter what they threw at him, he just continued with his message of hope and his vision of the future. Sacrifices had been made for this message, and as he ran the race after a surprise change of plans, he found himself face to face with emptiness. There just wasn't anything there. His message was one of unity, one of redemption. He wanted freedom for the people, and yes, that was going to require some changes. He was looking forward to that triumphant return, and he wasn't alone. There was no doubt, though. The second time was going to be very different from the first time. He made that very clear. And while his vision of the future may have terrified some people, it certainly wasn't meant to. They would eventually try to group him with some garbage people, but he didn't mind. In fact, he seemed to embrace it. And it was here, on this island of garbage, that he had his vision of the future. You might even call it a revelation. Yes, on the island of Patmos is where John, the slightly faster and loved disciple of Jesus, would end up when killing him just wouldn't work. And it was here that he wrote about his vision of the future, the book of Revelation. Or so I've been told. Stay salty and be kind, my friends.